So, oh, cloud recording storage is full. You have been granted a one-time temporary extension. Oh, okay. I will study that. So we are going to edit the recordings, and I'm going to take out. We are going to take out all the question and answer, the whole question and answer part, or anytime somebody speaks, and if there's something in that exchange is like really healing, or I feel it's like special, then I either know you to be pretty cool with it, or I will check in with you. But know that nothing right now. There are some things out. There are some YouTubes out there on YouTube right now that can be seen, but on average, I think there are like 5 or 6 views. So it's not really. It is accessible to the public, but the public doesn't know. So, and I will make sure that that everybody that wishes to stay private, except for maybe your face, can be seen. So, but communicate with me about it, and we'll go on from there. Okay, here we are, and that's it. That's the instruction. I'll take a sip of coffee now. So just arrive in the space of your body, just a natural body, maybe upright. This is the cozy, comfy road path to awakening. So it doesn't really matter what your body position is, but then some traditions, even in Mahamudra, upright, as straight as she can be. So that is, I've been playing with that a bit, but not necessary. Natural breath and energy. So not just words, just really let the breath be normal and natural energy. Sometimes you may notice when you go into a deep, spacious state that you might change. You can hear that your breath changes a little. It might make sure that your breath doesn't become a little contrived or controlled. Just let it flow easily. A natural heart and mind. So a mind that is not following any states. Just being present and being aware. Being aware that I'm aware. That's it. That's the meditation already. So that includes movement, no practice of suppressing any movement, but a practice of not getting too involved with movement. So then the question I often ask, are you aware? Where do you go when I ask that question? Notice that. You don't go anywhere, you stop going, right? It's kind of a dropping of all movement. And just, it's not like it's just going within, it's going within and without simultaneously. Awareness doesn't really have a specific locus, it's just like that. So when we are being aware of being aware, we explore our most, the closest and primary and intimate experience, and in a way familiar. It's the knowing of our being, or awareness recognizing itself within us. It's that aha. So prior to experience, there's the aha of being. I know that I am, and the I that I am knows that I am. So it can know itself from the movement, from appearance, in the apparent internal field and the external field. And a thought comes by and I go like, I know this thought. So I'm the knowing of the movement. I am the knowing. I'm the knowing of hearing these words. I'm the knowing of, I'm neutral about it. I'm a bit bored with that. Or, oh, I kind of like that. But before that, I'm also the knowing of the interaction with it and the feelings and the association with a history of psychology or family, tribe, karma, whatever you wish to call it. Notice that whole huge history of all of humanity just arising on your seat right now. You are the fruition of 10,000s of years of humanity, more and more realizing their place in the universe. But mostly we are too busy to really experience that here you are. This is it. This is the magic moment right now. The magic one, the magic moment, the magic place, and the magic realization, whatever it is that it feels like to be you right now, is the exquisite expression of the universe playing in form right now in this open, spacious, knowing field. So in this knowing field, I am the knowing of a whole universe bursting into being. And I am that. It's only when we stop looking for joy and peace and happiness in apparent experience and allow the mind to relax and sink deeper and deeper into the heart of awareness, from which it also keeps arising. Only there we begin to taste a lasting peace and a lasting fulfillment. It's this and that's what the only true thing we always have been longing for from the very beginning, when the first arising went like, I need something. That very first time, that was already the longing for the knowing of our true essence. So most moments of happiness that are based on acquiring are passing, and so even the temporary peace acquired from an object will ultimately cause some sadness and loneliness when it passes. But the true happiness and peace, which arises from the knowing of our being, is always right with us. Notice the right with us-ness of awareing space. So let's take a breath together and let go of your mouth open. And allow awareness to kind of flow out beyond the boundaries of the anatomy. Notice it doesn't really have a center. If you're looking for that recognition, look between two thoughts, the space between two thoughts. And then drop all attention yet vividly present. So we actually really exploring the mind, or who is it that is experiencing the beingness of being a human being. Most of the time we don't see it because mind is turned away from itself all the time. It's always looking out there. It sees everything, absolutely everything but itself. So when we're looking outward, we cannot see the mind. Although in the everything mind tradition, the counter argument is that, all right, everything is arising in the clarity of the conscious, open, awakened Buddha mind, Christ consciousness. So then everything is the beingness that we are experiencing right now. So the little Tibetan prayer, Semnine Lok Tokpa Jinji Laptuso. Please bless us that we may come to recognize the nature of mind, the natural state beyond the sense of the personal identity, beyond time, beyond space, beyond any duality, beyond, gatte, beyond. And then realizing we were never not beyond. I'm the boundless beyondness. Naturalness, ordinariness, relaxation, letting go, letting be, spontaneous flow, openness, clarity, knowing. So we come into the seat of the eternal witness at first. And then we even dissolve that. And then there's just being and the knowing of being. So we have never not known mind. Even though when we feel we're lost, even the lost feeling is the creative resonance of pure beingness. Just playing a game of hide and seek, which sadly in this Western world, or in most of the world, all humans have gotten lost in the story of who they think they are not. They have forgotten they are thinking and believe absolutely any narrative that arises. And then we just sit here and allow it the by itselfness of coming and going of appearance, the by itself arising of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions, and the by itself dissolving. So that this is the practice of developing an automaticity in not clinging on to the movement in the field of perception or in the inner field of thoughts, feelings, emotions. So let's take a breath and relax the mind, yet vividly present. So this is a practice where attention actually comes to rest. Yet it shimmers with luminous presence. So then if we watch our mind and all these spontaneous arisings that come up during the day, in our usual familiar context, we just let the mind stumble along, and then there's a tendency for primarily negative states. So we want to learn and habituate on how we can shift that balance in our everyday life by maintaining awakening at all times. And then more and more, there's a flourishing of positive mind states. And that is something when I ask you to ask yourself during the day, how much have I been awake today? How much have I been awake in my deliberate practice? And how much have I been awake throughout the dynamism of my day? But not only that, but also maybe look like, oh yeah, there's a tendency for more positive states to arise right now. Even among the difficulties and the painful moments of a life arising. By allowing that by itselfness of arising and dissipating of whatever comes into our realm of experience. Love and peace and positive mind states will continue to blossom and infiltrate our life and the lives of all around us. So take a breath with me. Allow world peace to arise on your seat, starting in your heart. And let's set the intent for our practice today. To wish to awaken, so all beings may awaken in the sympathetic resonance of concentric circles of compassion and wisdom emitting from us on our seat and from us as a sangha, as a group of loving intent. This is it. So set the intent, really feel into that. I wish to awaken on behalf of all beings. We'll take a bit of refuge with these ancient wisdom words. In the empty and open essence, the radiant lucid nature, and the manifesting compassionate responsiveness, we take refuge by recognizing and resting in this threefold innate awakened Buddha-ness on our seat. That is the true nature of mind. The empty and open spaciousness. Notice the wide openness, enough room for a whole life to arise. And the radiant lucid nature, that is the arising of what it feels like to be you today. In its perfect glory, even if you tell me today is not such a nice day. And then the result, the manifesting compassion. It wishes to share the goodness found in her own heart. The Buddha awakening then goes like, oh, I want to hold all beings. May all beings possess happiness and the inner causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the inner causes of suffering. May all beings remain undivided from the sacred joy which is free from suffering. May all beings come to rest in great peace and equanimity, beyond attachment and aversion to friends, enemies, or strangers. And now Om Ahung, let it resonate a bit, even if you don't like the chant. We know these syllables are the resonance of healing. Om for the resonance of the healing of the body. Ah for the resonance of the healing of the energy and the communication. And Hung, the healing of the heart and mind of all beings. Om Ahung Benzar Guru Pemai Siddhi Hung. Om Ahung Benzar Guru Pemai Siddhi Hung. Om Ahung Benzar Gur Pemai Siddhi Hung. Om Ahung Benzar Gur Pemai Siddhi Hung. Just being aware, and just resonating right from that openness. Om Ahung Benzar Gur Pemai Siddhi Hung. 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 Knowing wisdom silence resonating. Om Ahum Benzar Gur Pemai Siddhi Hung. Om Ahum Benzar Gur Pemai Siddhi Hung. The sound dissolving into the same space where thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions arise and dissolve, arise and dissolve. The same space where a life arises and dissolves. The sense gate of hearing. Here's the spaciousness of mind as silence. The sense gate of sight. Experience spaciousness as the totality of vision, clear light, not particularizing. Let's take a breath. Mouth open. Just being aware of being aware. When a thought arises, my awareness does not dim. Notice the ever-present right with us-ness of this knowing space or awareness. It doesn't start or stop. always right with us. The embrace of boundless, loving awareness. Like a bubble of awareness inside out in an ocean of awareness, just gazing out from the heart, 360-degree sphere of presence. Then noticing or identifying the infinite openness of awareness. So flow out, not constrained by body, skull, or room. Just let it flow in all directions. Let it be. Be free. Welcome home. If you wish to join me, let's refresh with the breath. And be even more aware. Brighten the mind. Instead of being distracted by the movement of mind, let it be your friend and bounce off it. Go like, that's interesting. I know this. Just noticing any thought right upon arising. Nothing wrong with thoughts. They're just the beautiful creativity of your mind. What you're looking for is looking. What is looking can't be seen. What is hearing can't be heard. What is feeling can't be felt. It can't be known. It can't even be the knower. Yet, it is the knowing. We are the knowing. That's the gate where there is no wall. This is it. Knowing upon knowing, awareing upon awareing, bright and free. That is the flow of spacious liberation. Just sitting here. As Lama Surya says, front row center, best show in town. Whatever is going on. So now you do yogi on your seat. You practice where you feel the most healing will happen, either being free, at peace from the movement of the psychological history of you and your ancestors, of all beings, or becoming interested when I'm this open, what kind of propensity does the content of my thoughts bring to me? Is this the mundane repetition trying to tell me who I'm not? Or maybe this needs to be having some light of presence shining on it, allowing those emotions to arise and sit in the healing light of presence. That's all they wish for. They wish to be known. Just let them be caressed by the innate goodness of your heart. So the most profound discovery a human being can make, indeed, I keep repeating this, I am awareness. And the nature of my awareness is love and peace. Notice the free, spacious peace in the background or saturating all experience. Happiness is peace in motion, and peace is happiness at rest. So if this beingness is indeed boundless, infinite, and spacious, where can you be where we are not? Just realize the 100% interconnectedness in this endless web of compassion. So again, let the intent arise again. May I awaken, so all beings may awaken, and the resulting expression of our good hearts throughout this interconnected sea of beings. So for the transitionless transition, I like to talk about that. I like to guide into that deliberate mind wandering. So maybe while you're sitting in spacious awareness, visualize a like a small bead of light at the heart of your heart, at the very center of your heart, while staying in presence awareness. So spacious and aware, and simultaneously the creative movement of mind by visualizing this radiating light at the center of your heart, emitting out boundlessly. Notice the little shimmer of goodness starting to inform that wish for all beings to start radiating that light knowingly. Me knowing all of you, and also the reason for you to come into a family of loving intent like this is already expressing yourself in the world as that light. So now you see this, now you experience the source of it. So really, again, let's take a breath. Let go. Visualize that light at the heart of hearts. Send it out into this web of interconnectedness. Let the light expand and have a union light as this Sangha on this call. Just light. But unlike regular light, this light has a knowing quality and a compassionate intent. So being really deliberate about it now. Just shining that light. And then the automaticity of the loving communication. All of us that are awakening in this space are the teacher now, realizing the importance of every single word that arises from your heart of light. May the rest of today and the rest of your life, every word that arises from your loving energy and the light of your heart, be loving wisdom nectar for all beings. Let's take a last collective breath together. Just let go of all visualization. Just be spacious, shimmering presence. Just a few more moments to set up the view again. The right with-us-ness, the constancy of the field of awareness. No beginning, no end. Boundless, timeless, changeless. There's your momentum for at least the rest of the day. And on behalf of all beings, thank you so much for your beautiful practice. Let's give away all merit acquired from my meticulous, beautiful practice. Clearing the path of all beings, this beautiful ancient Tibetan wisdom. Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nundrup Kundak Deva Chimpojab Barche Kunsel Duru Drakpotsel So Adepso Jinji Lab Tu So Chinang Sangwei Barche Shiva Dang Sampa Lunji Dupa Jinjilo. Precious guide, one with all the Buddhas of the three times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction. We pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. May all beings everywhere with whom we are inseparably interconnected and who want and need the same as we do, may all be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled, free, and happy. Did I say happy? Happy. May there be peace in this world and throughout all realms of existence, an end to war, violence, poverty, injustice, and oppression. And may we all together complete the spiritual journey. One family, heart to heart, all the way home. Love you very much. Bling, 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 go all these little stars.
Thank you, Timo.
Thank you, and Terry.
Thank you, Timo.
Any sharings, any realizations or lack thereof? I noticed maybe I moved a bit much today. Was it like, how did it go? Light shining in the heart, did that work out? Distraction, no distraction? How's your week of practice? How is it reverberating with all those around you? Or anything that comes up, share it. It's good for us.
Well, I'll share, Timo, and I have a question. When we take a breath, or I'll during meditation, I'll take the in breath and then the ah, but then I silently say ah, and then I'll silently smile. And that just opens. You just feel it just open. And then I follow that silent ah, and then of course it stops. But the movement, well, it's not a movement, but there's that gate. I've forgotten that gate means beyond. So is that, I just found that my mind and awareness was going, it was extending. And if I let it be, which I did, but I thought I'd stop it, then I go, oh no, I want to let that be. And it just continues to go. If I would just let that go, would it just go? That's why people get stuck in meditation or stuck in a particular feeling.
But that seems multiple questions to me for a moment. So number one, a silent ah. So silence and ah. So when you say a silent ah, what do you mean with that? You mean you're not letting it ring. It's just in your mind. That's what you mean with this.
In my mind.
And then that you do that with the continuous throughout the whole meditation, or for a period?
Off and on, I will.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, so you decide, I mean, you naturally will feel, what is the healing movement of your mind. There's a little bit of, if you do it the whole time, it's a lot of movement, but, and then, I mean, of course, there's the fascia breathing where you do, om on the in breath, ah on the little space in between, and then hung on the out, right? So you could maybe expand it a bit into the om ah hung if you want to do a little bit more of that Sochen Vajrayana practice. I'm just flowing. I don't even want to change anything. I mean, you're naturally already doing that.
But it's space mingling that then I'll rest, Timo. And then I'm trying to stabilize that I can be in rest as I'm walking around.
Yeah.
Where the form's walking around.
Yeah.
I'm walking around while resting in the space.
Yeah, perfect.
Not easy, but go ahead.
Yeah, not grabbing on or clinging to whatever is happening. So that's you're really doing the practice then. That's what we wish. Like I always say, I don't wish you to be an excellent meditator. I wish you to be happy and free in your life, right? And this is just like a little bit of we're lifting some spacious weight right here, right now. But this is so it may reverberate throughout your life, and you're reporting on that. And then you were saying something about the boundlessness of it. Could you? So okay, when we talk about boundless, like being spacious, whenever anybody opens their mouth about these practices, you're actually already sending everybody into the forest, because it's so limiting with these words that people get a little. So when we say flowing out or expanding, just immediately when you say that, there appears to be a center or a localization, right? That is expanding. So it's coming from here and now, but ultimately we want to more like realizing that we are already boundless, right? So it's just basically switching on the light. And when we switch on the light, it has an every awareness, right? We switch, in the room. The whole room is filled. So the light doesn't go like that. The light is it's like instantaneous, and then it's so boundless. Okay, I say a whole universe can arise in it. So that can either be a metaphor for some, or it can be really, in Sochen, that's really what it is. It's boundless. There's enough.
Well, that's why I'm glad I brought this up, because you just said something. My awareness or attention was kind of following just a few directions. It wasn't the overall, but now you're right. It's boundless in all directions. if I'm aware of it. I want to do that. Now, see, if I had not asked you, how this will bring me sooner to the boundless in all directions now. Thank you. Wow.
There is definitely a pointing out instruction where you're gazing out like the eye of God in all directions, right? So it's like that. But then at some point you have to switch, and instead of gazing into the field, you gaze as the field. So now that's the path of spacious liberation, is because it's so open, right? So now whatever arises, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions in this openness doesn't have a seductive quality anymore, and we don't get lost anymore into whatever that story is. Even, the deepest depression is now seen in the light of compassion, yes. Boundless compassion, right?
A looseness. Yes, a looseness.
It's a freedom.
Wow. Mm-hmm. This works, Timo. Oh, this.
Now you have to go.
Guided meditations. This works. Oh man.
Go like it's going there.
Yeah. Thank you all. And it's due to the synergy of this lovely, beautiful song. Everybody's open and spacious. Thank you. Thank you.
I see you peeking, Christopher. Welcome.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
I thought I'd come on for a minute.
There you are. Happy to see you.
Yeah, good. I got an invitation. I came on the last 15 minutes. I was walking down the street as she was talking about happiness and peace. And, a natural smile came over my face. So I was present for that event. So it was very pleasant. But I'm in one of the most rough areas, and walking down the street and listening to your it was a nice experience. But the one about happiness and peace, and then happiness in motion, that's interesting. But like I said, a very pleasant smile came over my face as I was moving through the Discord, because walking through Skid Row and listening to you was a unique experience. So I enjoyed it.
I know you are the one that brings happiness and peace to Skid Row. So thank you on behalf of everyone. You're such a beautiful light.
Well, I enjoyed it. Thank you for inviting me. So I like to thank Alice for her connection to the link, and all the people that was carrying that light. It was just beautiful to be connected this morning. So thank you.
It's an open invitation. You're always welcome. And whenever you wish to be with us, we would enjoy having you with us, because you sure shine that light so brightly.
Well, thank you. So I'm going to have to get out here and do some things in the water. So thank you very much, and have a great day.
Take care.
You.
Bye. Bye. Christopher moves about Skid Row in Los Angeles and does so much for the homeless. It's unfathomable. He's like an unending energy of healing, and he knows exactly how to communicate with people that are so lost. Many of them are lost, or some have been lost by society, and some are lost in whatever mind states they are in. So may they be free. May we find out ways to help them. Christopher sure is showing the way with that. So it would be great he came to visit. Does anybody have something to share or ask?
Well, I can just add. I had an idea while he was speaking that we could take any of these recordings of you and listen while we're out in daily life and spread that light. Like, what a joy. I've done that before with other Dharma talks. I haven't done it with Timo ones, but like to be in the middle of, you know, Vaughn's and hear about like connecting with your heart is a whole different experience, right? And you know, whether we're working on Skid Row or we're like on the 405 in traffic, it could be probably really lovely. So just had that little thought. And I did, he brought up peace and the peace and love. Was that you? Did you come up with that?
No, so usually I give credit, but I didn't want to disturb. So Yvon Amars, a French philosopher, he said that happiness is peace in motion and peace is happiness at rest.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty brilliant, huh? Yeah.
It was a lovely morning, Timo.
That was lovely. Okay, then.
So I just have a quick question about that. I think that's a great idea, Tina. So what would we do? Just have the YouTube playing in the phone or the earpiece?
Well, you know,
Until Timo develops his app.
the problem is with YouTube that, you know, if you don't have YouTube Pro or whatever, commercials come in, right? Or ads come in.
Yeah.
So I pay like $10 a month and then it's ad free. So yeah, YouTube would be the only place where it is right now, but I will start placing it in some other places too that are not subject to monetization. Or you can do that. But yeah, for now, the unedited versions are still there. But, they're on YouTube. Just I don't know if I can put the link up or something. You all know where it is anyway. If you don't, go to that and no, you know where it is.
Does it also reside somewhere within this Zoom thing?
No. So yeah, so Zoom records it. No, that's just accessible for me.
Okay.
And then I download it to my computer and then I upload it to YouTube. And I'm gonna upload the audio versions also to Inside Timer. So
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah. So then so that will be
It looks
audio.
like they've made that really easy now. Like, I don't know if you're on the professional app, but like you can hit a button and it goes. It looks like so.
Yeah, but the only thing is it's to get established as a teacher on Inside Timer, you have to upload like 5 of them and then but I have plenty, right? I have to just do it. But yeah, thank you.
And you might want to clear your Zoom cache because this was your one freebie, remember?
Oh my God, I got like 120 there or something like that. So I have to start.
You know, maybe just take off a few that you've already transferred.
Or the older ones. Yeah, there's so many. We don't need them all.
So Timo, when you download it to your computer and then put it into YouTube or wherever, can that download also be emailed? Like what?
The sneaky
So-
week. Yeah, of course that could be. It's pretty big, so I could retransfer it. You know, I don't
so
think
that we have immediate access as opposed to going through an app or whatever.
No, I guess if I made an MP3 because it downloads as a high quality file, and then I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So I hear that if there's just one person that would like that, then that's it. So, but I don't. There are so many. So if I sent one to you, I wouldn't know which one. You know, do you want
They're
today?
they're all wonderful. It wouldn't matter.
But also you get more hits. If you get more hits on YouTube, I don't know if that would be, you know, if it'd be better to have people going through YouTube so that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the monetization part is the issue a little bit there, but I mean, I'm on YouTube so much. You just goes that's where I don't watch TV. But if I watch something, it's usually YouTube. I went like I don't want to see ads anymore. So I don't pay. I pay for my YouTube. You know, yeah. It's only like $9 or something. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. But
$15.99.
okay. Yeah, you're such an oracle of wisdom, aren't you? Bam.
Anyway, I love that idea of being able to be in the grocery store and say, oh, I'm just going to turn on Timo and be, able to do it seamlessly. So,
And even before we get that all working out, if it's too hard, just the thought that you have there, I know you probably have that capacity, right? So maybe
Yeah.
just the thought of being in, we all have our inner Timo.
I know. So wonderful.
I'm mute sounding. So yeah, so for now YouTube will work. Tina put the link in the chat if you didn't see it.
Yeah, no, I did. Thank you.
And yeah, for now we'll keep it kind of quiet until things have been edited.
Okay.
Then I'll start pushing a little bit via inside timer and things like that. But so yes, thank you so much for being with us and always interacting so spontaneously. Of course, your silence resonates just as beautiful as your words. So I'm so glad you're here with us. So have a beautiful day. And
Everybody, love you.
Michael. Bye.